What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am Hot Mess Ness, and today we are doing my foundation routine. We are doing this in this format because I am having one hell of a time getting everything together in my life, and this is just an easy way to get some content out. And if anyone's ever wondering, how do you do your foundation? Because you can't watch a million other people do it. Well, that's not true. But anyway, here's my foundation routine. We're gonna walk through it real quick. It's probably not gonna be quick, but anyway, here we go. So I have already moisturized my face with It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream, and I also like to use Glam Glow because it makes my skin look kind of shiny, and it smells really hella good. I don't know how well it works because I never just use it on its own. I always kind of mix it. So now I'm gonna go in with primer, and I got this one. I just lost my lid. You can come in, boy. I got this one. It's the Milk Blur Stick. It's almost gone. I got it in my Sephora bag, and I really like it. So I'm mostly just dragging the cap on my head. But, let's just try it this way, because you do rub it in anyway. But I really like this stuff, and I probably will buy the full size. But right now, I am trying to avoid buying makeup at all costs, because last night I realized how much I need a ring light. Like, I have a macro light, and one side has gone out. I cover it with wax paper, and it is just it's a hot damn mess. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I was trying to film last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I'm a night person. It seems like that's when my brain wakes up. Where's my lid for this? There's a little left, and I'd like to use it at another time. I'll find it at the most inopportune time. Oh, it's still inside. So anyway, you would normally rub the stick on your face, and mine's almost gone. Anyway, so if anybody out there already owns a ring light, and they can tell me if it matters if you get a Diva versus, say, getting a Newer, because I know a Newer is like 100, and a Diva can be 300 or 400. And the bottom line is, even if the lighting is really good, I'm not going to be able to afford a new camera. I have a Nikon D3200. I need a new lens. I mean, it's like starting all over. It's like right now you have what you have and it's okay, but you want to keep improving. And then once you get the camera and the light, then you need better stuff to edit on. And then so you need a new computer. You guys know the drill. I'm sure most of the people that are watching my channel are people that are already YouTubers, because all the comments in my thing is, great video. I have a channel too, where I like to support other YouTubers. I'm all about that, but don't watch the video to spam my channel, and not watch the video. Like, I'd rather have somebody on that wants to come back and actually watches my content than this sub for sub thing. Oh, I'm also using Smashbox Photo Finish. So I'm adding just a little extra. Do not let your sister fall off that bed. Troy, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Get her off. No, you're making bad decisions. So I'm just gonna rub all that in. And then my first step in color correction, because you can see I've had 5 kids. So, and I lived in the sun. I'm trying to fix my skin. But you can see I got redness, and then I have splotchiness, and I have all those things. So I have been using the Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. This is medium. It says light medium on the back. So I use some of this, and then I pretty much use that as a base. It's like my color correcting base. Instead of going through and doing orange here and peach here and this, no. Nobody's got time for that. Unless you're, I guess, a beauty guru. If I was doing somebody else's makeup for an event, I would go through and I would color correct, but I'm not gonna do it every day. Even just to film, it's just, this is easier. Make your face one color. Then you can go from there. And then I blend the heck out of it. But I always put it on the back of my hand, so that way it'll start to warm up, and then I can easily move it around. So anyway, I was saying about, I've seen a lot of smaller YouTubers lately do videos where they're like, F you, YouTubers that are small, that lie. Because I'm telling you, 90% of the comments in my channel, in my comment section, are, I have a channel too, go check me out. And it's like, did you even take the time to watch the video? Like, at least write something that's like thought out. Like, oh, I loved how you yelled at your kids in the background for 20 minutes. It's funny. I also know the struggles of being a YouTuber. I don't know. What happened to authenticity? Like building relationships. There have been people that have become subscribers of mine because I go back to their channel over and over again. They're smaller, I enjoy their content, and I just start a conversation. And it's easy, guys. If you start a conversation with me and I think you're cool, I'll check your picture. I'll just click the picture and then I'll be like, oh, you have a channel, and I'll subscribe and I'll actually watch your content. That's the crazy thing. You know what? I watch content that I think is kind of boring sometimes. I watch content that I think is not very artistic sometimes. Why? Because it's support, you know, and that person's going to continue to grow and I'll be there along the way. Jaclyn Hill started somewhere. You know, Manny MUA started somewhere. If you guys don't have a makeup eraser, necessary. This one is actually the off-brand. I got it at Kohl's, but I always keep it on the side so I can like wipe up my hands because I use my hands so much in my foundation. Background, yes, it's gonna happen. I've got the kiddos all home, jumping on the bed. If she cries, I'm spanking you. Anyway, so the authenticity is just not there. You have so many people that just want you to help their channel grow, and it's hard. It is so hard unless you get a shout out, and you have to get shout outs from brands. It's hard to grow right now. But if you love what you're doing, keep making content and people will come. So I hear. But that is my issue right now. I have a Facebook group, and it was all started because of this sub for sub thing. And I'll go into that in a minute, but we're gonna start with foundation. So I'm going to take a spritz of Fix Plus, which I try to leave everything out, so that way I was getting ready like in a more efficient manner. But a little Fix Plus before I do the next step. I said a little, but I just sprayed the whole bottle. I love the coconut. I don't understand why they don't go this permanent. Like, it smells so good. So right now I'm on a kick of mixing my foundations. I take a little Tarte because it was too dark for me, but I actually am liking this formula. I didn't like it when I first got it, but I don't wear it on its own. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade. I've had it too long, so I don't even know the color. I'm sure it's on here somewhere. If I figure it out, I'll definitely let you guys know, but the packaging is dirty. And then I take a little of shade 3 from Milani. And I end up wasting quite a bit because I use too much, but a lot of this is, you know, drugstore. And a little shade 1 because that's too light. And then my It Cosmetics CC, this is the illumination. I don't think it really matters if it's illuminating or not because I've got the perfect tone of pink and I've got the, you know, more brown, more yellows. And so all together, it's like a good shade. And then I've been taking some of these like highlighters because I don't have the Cover FX drops and I still want a little bit more dewy, but these can change your foundation color. So I add a little bit of this dark one. This is 200 Medium Nude Glow. And then this is the other one I've had around, the NYX Born to Glow Illuminator. And I use this one in Sunbeam. This is 1. Oh, that's too much. And just a little dab of that, a little dab. And then I mix it all together and I put it on with my foundation brush, which, don't judge me, it needs to be cleaned and it's shedding. So I'll mix them all together. So anyway, I had so many of these sub for sub comments, so many of these, I'm a new YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. And I was also on the search to collab. And the thing about collabing is you put videos out there and if their subscribers are loyal, then they might go check you out. They might subscribe, they may not. But, you know, it's worth a try. And it's a way to grow. And it's a way to meet other people and build that community, which you sometimes need in YouTube because it can be so disheartening. And so I started this Facebook group. It's pretty small. And when I keep getting those sub for sub comments, I'm like, hey, you want to check out our group? And part of the group guidelines, like if you want to be in the group, you have to subscribe to every other member's channel and leave comments. And I'm like the detective, guys, no kidding. Like I go in and I check and see if not just mine, like I know who's checking mine, but I'll go into some of my other girls' videos and I'll see who in the group is leaving comments, because I don't want people to piggyback. I don't want people to be like, oh, I just found this YouTube group and keep posting their videos over and over and we go check them out and them not do due diligence to the rest of the group. Where's my foundation brush? Great. I thought I was winning at life. Oh, there it is. Okay, another thing, super dirty. It's the Tarte Nicole Concilio Kabuki brush. If anybody knows of a brush that's like this, that's like really dense, it's wicked hard to clean though. And that is frustrating. And this one's hella dirty. I shouldn't even be using it. But I add a little maracuja oil. This is not Tarte sponsored. Tarte doesn't know me. I wouldn't mind if they did. I like a lot of their products. I am not big on their eyeshadows because I feel like at least some of the palettes that I've got, like it was so hard to build. Like I guess that would be good if you were new at makeup or didn't really want to spend time blending. You know, you could really dig in. But to me, I was like, dude, I dug into this pan multiple times and I'm getting no color payoff on my eyes and it was irritating me. So I haven't bought any more of their eyeshadow palettes. I thought about it when their Pro palette was on Hold Look, but then I have so many singles and that's really what I use most of the time is my Z palettes full of my indie brands and my Makeup Geek. So back to the group. So I started this group, right? And I'm kind of, you know, like the master detective and I check and see who's leaving comments on other people's videos, because what started out is everybody was leaving their comments of like, oh, I just uploaded. Oh, I just uploaded. And I'm like, did you go check out so-and-so's new video? Because they didn't post that they uploaded, but if you were subscribed to their channel, you would have seen it. And I kind of had to go in on a couple people and be like, hey, you know, we're here as a group. It's a group effort. This is not the place to post that you have a new video. You know, we know you do if you do. And so what I've done is the most active members in the group, like I subscribe to everybody's channel, but when I see that they're being active on other people's channels, I hit the notification bell. And then I watch all their videos. Like I may not do it the day that it comes out, but I'll watch it, you know, within the day or the next day. I'll binge watch all my girls. And there's 20 in the group and there's like 6 girls that are doing what the group's intended for. And the thing is it's support, you know, it's knowing that someone out there is gonna comment. And I didn't realize before I was doing YouTube how important it was to like and comment. A little bit more coverage with my It Cosmetics in a compact. I just take a little bit and go into those spots that need a little bit more help. I just figured, oh, I watch videos, I don't have to comment, doesn't mean anything. And then now I really realize it. So if I've taken the time to watch anybody's video, I try to leave a comment and be active on their channels. And if somebody actually comments back, I try to, you know, get the community going, ask questions, yada yada, because it's someone is actually putting their dreams out there. They really want this to become something. Okay, so this is my base. This is how I do my entire base. And then I'll go in with my concealer. Tarte Shape tape, I haven't found anything quite as good. I do use the It Cosmetics, but I'll just use a little bit because it's really, really rich. And it does cover very well, but it's not as brightening. So this one is light neutral. I'm gonna try not to go too much because a lot comes off on here. I don't see why you need, like YouTubers use multiple passes. You don't need to do that. Not in real life. Little here on my crooked nose. A little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. You don't need that much. I'm a little dark here. So then I take my trusty finger tool and I pat it in and I kind of let it start to set. So that way my Beauty Blender doesn't pick it all up and move it around, because I actually want it to stay, you know, kind of like this color, you know? What's up, buddy?
Can I be on detail?
I said yes. I said yes.
Yes, I
Go.
can't spend money.
No, just go ahead. I don't, it just, if he starts anything, tell him to come see me. Whoa, the hair is doing crazy things. It's really hot. That sucked. I was using my kid's iPad and, you know, it died. I'll clean you off. Can you see me? Can you see me? Anyway, so let's go on to contour. I use the Anastasia on where I would have a shadow. You guys have seen this before. And my concealer is still not been blended. It's just kind of setting in. And I'll do a little around here, dot, 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 dot. And a little around here. This is not very flattering. So I was trying to use his iPad, but I think he doesn't have a lot of room, so oh well. So good old Beauty Blender. I'm gonna add a little more moisture to it. And I kind of blend that downward. I'm not gonna go in for like a crazy contoured look today. I'm gonna do mostly bronzer because I'm not trying to do that. Just not what I need today. I mean, if I was gonna contour, I'd go on top with like Makeup Geek contour powders. I like the Kat Von D too. But I really prefer the cream contour right now, especially being that it's so hot. Then powders aren't melting off of my face. So I was going off about my Facebook group and how that all is, and it's been an awesome group. We come up with a monthly collab once a month, and it pushes me to create interesting content or different content than maybe I would normally do, and I just go through and blend everything together. Like last month we did a mermaid look, and it was fun. Like I was recharged afterward because I did like the dollar store and I made this like shell crown, and it was just a lot of fun. So this is pretty much how I would do my foundation and a little bit of contour just for some depth. And then I don't usually set my under eyes with powder like I do use the RCMA once in a while, but I'm not super big on it. What I like to do is take my MAC and my Wayne Goss, and then I'll set my whole face when I'm all done with my MAC Mineralize because it's so light. But this I'll hit under the eyes because it's lighter in shade, and all those areas that I want to brighten. Sometimes this is my actual skin color, so it just depends. I have the darker shade. Maybe I'll hit those other areas with the darker one. Let's see if I can find it really quick. So yeah, that's been what's been up with me on my groupage. Like if you're checking through my channel and you see that I have the Facebook group. But before people join now, I pretty much send them screenshots of like some of the conversations that we've had on our group, saying, you know, like you need to go support the other people, because like I said before, the piggybacking, it just doesn't need to happen, you know, where somebody goes on, and our group is pretty much into helping each other out. So why would we want to add another person that we have to watch their content and then them not do the same thing, if that makes sense? Because literally, if every person that sent me a sub for sub and I sat there and watched all of their content, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? I would not get anything done. Nothing in my life would be done. I'd just be sitting there watching YouTube all day. And sometimes that's what I end up doing anyway. I know. Sometimes it's for ideas, sometimes because I just get, I get overwhelmed in life. at times where there's so much to do and sometimes I do nothing, like nothing. And you're like, girl, there's a lot to do. Get up off your butt. I have been testing out this foundation. It's from an indie company called Devinah Cosmetics. I have all of their mattes in a video. I'll put that here. So I just participated in her little flash sale. She had a 40% off. So I thought that was a good time to try her bronzers. They're new and I really like them. This is the shade Havaliah. Havaliah. So unfortunately, because I'm not on the iPad anymore, I apologize. I gotta do these weird angles because I didn't put my phone up a little higher as I should have. So I'm just going through. I know it's kind of dark, but don't worry. I blend everything. I blend everything out, guys. I do. I should go the shade lighter, one shade lighter, but when I was looking at the swatches, I was like, oh no, that'll be too light. And this is nice for a bronzer, it really is, when you blend it down, I promise. Let's do, where's the milk chocolate? A little bit of the milk chocolate because I'm gonna blend so much of this down, I wanna keep some of the color. I know I look like I have a weird mask on, but it all comes together. It always does. Somehow, some way, it comes together. When I use the darker shades, I usually use this brush. It's the E4 from Morphe. And then I get where I would normally contour when I do bronzer instead. Like right here. And then my magic eraser for my face is my Wayne Goss. And I'm gonna go in with my MAC again and fix everything that's a little bit too much. Like right here, too much, blend it out. Right here, too much. Right here, too much. So I'm hoping that after doing all of this between his iPad and my iPad, or my iPhone, that I'll be able to blend this together and use the footage. We will see. And then I go over the top of everything. See, and now I don't have so much of that orange weirdness on my face. This brush is kind of dirty. I love my magic eraser, but just so you guys don't think I'm a complete liar and crazy, I'm gonna use a Morphe E3 and my Studio, what is this called? My Light Plus, my Mineralize. And this is my like magic dust that usually brings everything together. And see, now I have like some dimension to my face. Don't look so scary. And then I'll go in and I'll do my blushes. So today's blushes, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's keep it simple because I don't know what's gonna come up my eyes when I do my little palette play. So I'm gonna take Love Flush Blush in I Will Always Love You and my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flawless Blush Brush. I use this for contour a lot too, but when I'm doing blush, I usually hit just one end and I go along the bronze line. I always add way too much blush, always. And then when they tell you in like tutorials, like hit the apples of your cheeks. What apples? I have no apples in my cheeks left. And that's what happens as you get older. You lose the fat in your face and it's not a good thing. Let's grab Je ne sais quoi. This is the IT Cosmetics. I did film this. I don't think I ever put it up. But this is the shade Je ne sais quoi. And I'm just gonna pop that on where I think I have apples of my cheeks. You know, people talk all this trash on people that get like plastic surgery and stuff. And you know, it's your face. If it makes you happy and you're more confident about yourself, you should do it. Because you know what, honey? When I have the money, I'm going to. When I have the extra money, oh, and then I just blend out with a clean brush. When I have extra, not that there's ever extra money with 5 kids. I mean, I might be getting my plastic surgery when I'm 60, but I definitely plan on buying some boobs. I breastfed 5 babies. I deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, you're natural you. Well, my natural you had a little bit of boobs before I had kids, so there you have it. And I would like to do some filler here and a little here, so that way I have cheeks again. And I definitely want Botox for my angry line, because that is genetic. Oh my goodness. My mom and my sister have the angry lines, and my big sister has not gotten her ass out of the sun yet. She's still hanging out full tilt in the sun. I don't think she ever will stop. But she's so beautifully dark that, you know, it's taken away for now, but we'll see when Melissa is 60. We'll see. Okay, so for fun, we're gonna pop into the highlight part. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Master Strobe from Maybelline, I think it is, yeah. And dab it here. It's a little bit dark for my skin tone, but I'm gonna put a lighter highlight on top. And it's nice and glowy and pretty, and I like it. Yeah, I realize my phone just told me I had no battery left, so I'm gonna make this quick. And then I'll take my favorite highlighter, my well-loved Kathleen Lights Makeup Geek. This is the best highlight formula. I love the Jouer ones, but I can't take them with me. They split apart. They are not travel friendly. But these ones, I love them. I hope that Marlena comes out with different colors, because I do love this formula, because you can be like totally soft highlight, or you can go in hard and get that beaming glow, just depending on what you like. It's the thing with YouTube. Honestly, in real life, you don't see people come out with that stripe of highlight on their face. Like it looks funky, and it accentuates your pores. So if I have that stripe on my face, it's because I filmed that day. That's why. So let's take a highlight brush. We're gonna use the Morphe M510. Oh man, look it. I just talked about this thing being all durable, and I just cracked it. I don't use that color. Let's see, maybe if I mix that color with this color. What'd I do? Oh girl, let's mix all 3. And then I like to really buff it in. Like if I'm really going out into the world, that's what I do. And mix all the colors. All the colors. And then my favorite highlighter right now is Jouer's Skinny Dip. I'm hoping that money is good, so I can, oh man, it cracked again. And this has just been on a counter, so someone moved it off the counter. I've repressed this thing twice. My citrine is in just that much damage too. So I love these. Can't take them anywhere. So citrine, this one is sold out on Jouer's website. I know they have it on Beautylish. So I would like to order like 2 more, because this is the perfect color for my skin tone right now. Like, it just looks like I am glowing, like had a facial. And then when I want a little bit of lighter, I add a little citrine on top of that, but I'm not gonna go run and grab that. So one of my final steps, because like besides my eyebrows, this is my completed face. I will take one last time my Wing Gloss airbrush, which I know it's so dirty. I will sit there and I will take it, and my Mineralize, I go one big dust over everything. I just set everything. It kind of blends out the highlight too, so that way I don't have the beam, which if you like your beam, you could go around it. And that, my friends, is my foundation routine. So I still need eyebrows and everything else, but I'm gonna do that off camera because it's really boring when I do it, because I literally go and I erase half of it and I have to draw my, I mean, look, I have no eyebrows. I'm thinking about doing the micro whatever, needling and stuff. But again, those are all things that cost money. So, I don't know, eventually I will do those things, I hope. Because I'm all about, you know, feeling your best version of you. I'm not trying to get a new face, I'm just trying to improve the face I have. That's why I wear makeup. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you learned something new. At least you learned something about me. And leave a little comment down below, a like, just something constructive if you want to see something else on my channel, or if, you know, just say something. Say something. And subscribe, because it does wonders for my self-esteem. As always, thank you so much for watching Hot Mess Ness, otherwise known as Vanessa Timbreza, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.